Yo, what's going on, guys? I wanted to show you what Pop can do with the Dark Harvest changes. All in all, Dark Harvest scales a lot harder, so you can pick up more tempo and push it into the late game because each stack does 9 damage instead of 4. So pretty spicy. Dark Harvest was already Poppy Jungle's best keystone. We have Cheap Shot, Eyeball, Relentless, Free Boots, Cosmic with the attack speed, movement speed, and health. You could go double AD and scaling HP though instead. First item rush is pretty much always Sundered Sky. We'll have our tier 2 boots. After that, everything is literally situational. You could go Thornmail, you could go Eclipse, anything. I'm personally a huge fan of Eclipse. In fact, I actually wouldn't mind going an Eclipse rush just because it is a bit cheaper than Sundered Sky. And it also gives just as much ability haste. I think it's more AD. It's 70 AD versus... Yeah, we'll definitely go Eclipse first. The shield on it's very good with Poppy's shield. Drop our Q. Ideally, you would get Leash on Poppy. I'm thinking Quinn's just going to push. So I don't necessarily want to path into it. Get into E, auto, Q. I want to pick up the Buckler as we're about to soak the auto. Juicy. That's why Poppy stays so healthy. Her Buckler's a very, very short cooldown as well. We'll just kite it out into the Q. If you leave more than one Tiny Krug, then you won't get level 3 off 3 camps. It has to be Krug or Gromp you have to take for the 3 camps to give you level 3. So just make sure you don't leave more than one Tiny Krug if you have to leave one, or if it starts to reset. Otherwise, you'll be very, very sad. Poppy plays best when the enemy team has lots of dashes because her W freezes people out of it, knocks them out of it. They take damage. They have Pantheon dash, Riven dashes, so it's a good game. They have Zyra jungle, which has received numerous buffs to be a jungler. She's just not good. Her clears aren't fast enough. Her ganks are slow paced. People can just walk away from her. She's got no speed up or dash, so unless she comes up super deep behind people, odds are the gank's probably not going to happen. That was awkward. I kept canceling my auto there. I should have actually gotten 2 points in the queue. That's going to slow down my clear a lot. Your W is worthless while you're clearing for the most part. Like, it is a speed up, but the active's pretty not useful. 2 points in Q would be a lot more damage and a lower cooldown. Go ahead and smite him. So doing a completely leashless on Pop without 2 points in Q, which honestly we should have had 2 points in Q. We'll be finishing probably around 335. Oh man, yeah, that was a really slow clear. I normally do run 2 points in Q. I just was not paying attention there. So yeah, we finished 340. That's not great. Nothing was gankable top though anyway, so probably why you shouldn't have gone W. Here we go. I'm behind the Jinx. We could Jinx with an E. Couldn't get on top because she just flashed away. That's unfortunate. Straka kind of moved away from where we were at. Those Jinx traps blocked me off there pretty good. E auto Q. TF is very, very low. My E's on a cooldown, but I could rush out. Nah, I'll just go bot. Without E, I have 0 kill potential on her anyway. She's also full health. Cool, they have vision of me. She already did bot side scuttle. I'll just reset. There's nothing for me here. Let's go for a chunk of Eclipse. That works. Also pick up Oracles, W out of base. We didn't pick up any Relentless Hunter stacks, so it's not giving us a whole lot of movement speed for right now. If they have kill potential on Soraka, Soraka just needs to save her E to put on herself when Pantheon jumps. Because her and Zeri do very little damage early on. I don't even think Zeri's viable at all unless she has Yumi. She's a weird character like that. Maybe top's diveable. Maybe not. Yeah, I don't know about that. This is a pretty bad bait. She wants a gank on TF. That is not gankable though. He's full health and he's not really pushed. Mid lane's Poppy's hardest lane to gank. It's very, very challenging because there's no walls to push them into for the most part. Bot lane and top are a lot easier. Dives are the best because they're near their turret and the wall. So landing the E stun for maximum damage is very juicy. Probably gank bot lane through the bushes. Jinx is 5. They all just hit 5. Cooldowns are definitely not low. I'll just chill in bush. Zyra's top side, so it's a 3v2 here. This is when a bait would be good. We'll see it though. Alright, here we go. He jinx in the wall, auto Q. Alright. Got it. Beautiful. 2 Dark Harvest stacks. That's a bait because I'm close enough. If I'm 3 Luck Snares away though. A little too spicy. Cool, I'm level 6-7 min mark. Not bad. Pretty quick. I kind of want to do drag. We could honestly kill them right here if we get follow-up. I don't know if my bot lane's going to follow me though. Might just let me die. I have 8 mana per second. I'm technically in jungle because I'm just farther enough in the bush if I was any closer. W, E, auto Q, auto R. I knew she didn't have flash, so I wasn't in a hurry to pop R. I knew I could E, auto, Q, auto. I had the time to weave in another auto and there was no flash. If I felt like she did have flash, I would have just done an E, Q, R. Kept her inside the second part of the Q. Nice. That was huge. Got him in the wall. Got him with the Q. Beautiful. We'll take it. That was so freaking good for us. So freaking good. We are on 5 Dark Harvest stacks. I like the Zeri call here for drag. Auto EQ. I have 2 smite charges. Ooh, the free boots are in. Plus 10 movement speed. Along with the already 25 base movement speed that a normal boots would have. Oh, I smited really early. I thought I had 900 smite. We're still on 600 smite. Need to take a few more camps. We'll gank bot lane soon. Auto EQ, auto. We want to try to time your gank with your laners because right when they see Zeri, they'll have a half a second to multiple second delay before they back up. And that's when I can gank it pretty easy. Oh, I didn't get the wall stun there. TF does see me. He just popped R, so I'll act like I'm kiting this north. I do want to reset. Their bot lane's behind at this point, so even without me spending gold, we should be at a steep enough advantage to make it work. 5 Dark Harvest stacks. I guess they're not here. I'll spend. Chilling on an Eclipse. Their team is, I'd say, very AD heavy. Plated are outrageously overtuned right now. They did that since AD carries overtuned. They wanted to give people a counter item, a cheap one, and it is indeed inexpensive for what it does. So they have TF autos, Pantheon autos, Riven autos, Jinx autos. Specifically 3 of them are AD, 2 are AP. We'll get really high value from plated here. You might think you're squishy going for Eclipse, but the thing is with the shield that it gives, 200 shield is a big deal. The cooldown on it's only 6 seconds as well, so you can essentially get 400 shield out of it in a standard length fight. And that's more health than most items even give, more than 400 total. Or around 400 total. You also have the deceptiveness of the shield. People don't anticipate just how much you're going to block or even the shield coming in at all. They're not paying attention to items, or if they're just not paying attention at all. Which is most players in League. Most players are just limit testing, perma, or watching YouTube or TikToks. Getting on Twitter. I have not been on Twitter in a hot minute, I'll tell you. It's been a while. Oh, I got a W in just to get to them. They're so far away. Oh, go. Oof. Those Jinx traps are tricky, man. EQ. Ah, I killed Jinx with my R. That's hilarious. I just smashed her with it. So yeah, Poppy Hammer actually does more damage the longer you charge it. I didn't realize that. Like, I knew it knocks him away if you charge it versus just a knock up, but it literally does more damage that way. That's worth 2 for 1. We'll finish pushing this. Canceled that last auto for Rakabaka. This isn't warded. If Pantheon's not here, I might actually be able to wreck the Jinx. Auto Q. Auto. Jinx is almost dead. I literally landed one part of my Q. It wasn't even both parts. E auto Q. She's dead. Knocked him out of the air with W. Auto Q. I don't have my E up. I have just enough mana for an E. I'll get some mana back in jungle. 15 per second here. Dude, Jinx vanished. She did a magic trick. Got plated now. From here, I'd say Sundered. Once again, Sundered is just a little bit more pricey. 3,100 versus 28, so that's 300 more gold. It gives almost half the AD, equal ability haste. So the clears and overall gank damage from Eclipse is going to be much, much, much higher. To where I think Sundered's a little tricky to justify. We still, of course, will get it, but not first. I still like the tier item on Poppy Jungle. It has a great scale ability if you can eventually get your winner's approach, which is insanely cheap. Every time you slow or CC someone on a short cooldown, you get a fat shield. So combine that shield with Eclipse shield plus Sundered Sky Hill, and you end up being this awkwardly hard to read tank who's slippery. And a big part of Poppy's tankiness is she's got a little hitbox. It's not like you're hitting a Cho'Gath or Scion. She's little. She's hard to hit. Speed is a big aspect of tankiness. Being slippery. So I think Eclipse is actually kind of overpowered, because generally assassins are slippery, and Eclipse plays so heavily into the assassin playstyle. Plus it gives it shields, so E auto Q auto. I don't have enough damage even with R unless my Q's back up. I didn't get the Dark Harvest stack. That sucks. Why is TF doing that? I don't know why he's doing that. I should have just stepped in the Soraka Redemption, though. I can just flash E him. Whoa, all those minions vanished. It's time for drag. We absolutely need it. It's not optional. Poppy's a team fighter, not a split pusher. AoE damage on Q. Potentially W and R as well. Got it. E auto Q. Try to mix in that auto, maximize damage. What was I saying? It was like E auto Q R. But if they don't have flash, you can E auto Q auto R. That's what it was. I don't know what Pantheon's doing, but I can't let him bully my Akali like that. It's absolutely unacceptable. Alright, we got it. Oh, Riven's on my nuts. And she doesn't realize that I knew. Later, Riven. Oh, get me out, get me out, get me out. That was kind of scary. Have a fat shutdown. I don't feel like dying. They'll get 850 gold. I kill them, and on a lot of them, they don't even give me 300. You could go full assassin Poppy. It falls off pretty hard, especially if the enemies build a single armor items. If they have a bruiser or a frontliner, it just doesn't give enough value. Free red buff. It's a League of Legends attempt at accelerating the gameplay. Whenever you get a red buff, he gets a red buff. Everyone gets a red buff. Our blue jungle item's finished. We get that nice little speed up on bush. Again with an EQ. I kind of need a reset. I'm sitting on pretty much a full item purchase. I don't have my R up either. Cool, they're sundered. I would like to go for tier next. If they had more healing, I would go for a Thornmail. I hate Thornmail as an item. It's not particularly bad on pop because the more armor magic resist you have, the more your armor magic resist your W gives you. So I guess her W is very similar to a Malphite W in that way. Yeah, Poppy Q's brutal scaling. Flat damage gets pretty high. You also have the percent base damage cooking. R's up in a few seconds. I got my W on cooldown though. We'll go ahead and E into this. Try to get down my R. Couldn't get it down. Got stunned. There you go, buddy. Sit on that. This Jinx is such a pest. Is there a red buff up? Oh, there's somebody over here just a second ago. Pantheon's R'ing in. Don't know why. Auto E, yeah, you can't use your jump through Poppy W, doesn't work. Got him with the Q auto R. Oh, he flashed it. He actually flashed my R. That was wild. There it is. Next item on the agenda, I'm thinking the tier item. If we're just trying to end, we'd most likely go for Iceborne. Randuins wouldn't be bad. They have Jinx crit. A little bit of Pantheon crit on his Q if you're below 20% health. I think Randuins as a whole is just a bit underpowered. 350 health is pathetic. It's less than most tank items. E auto Q. Ooh, there it is. Walker down with the smite. Try to get it with the Q. Couldn't get it. EQ. Oh, she's going to get me though. Never mind. She's out of cooldowns. She's just running around, little slime ball. Sundered Sky Hill. They're going to try to pinch me right here. They want it bad. Oh, that hit me. Yikes. Wait, Drag's coming up. I gotta get over to Drag. There's no reason I should even be over here. Drag Soul's the win con. They're hoping we dive them or do something silly. Got him with an auto. EQ, auto, auto R. I cast R while I'm stunned, so it's like we're not even stunned really because our R takes a moment to cast. Saved it for that moment. Jeez, her plant slow is big. Yeah, I'll just take the plant. We don't even need to hit that ward. It's deactivated. People don't realize that, but when you hit a deactivated ward, because you have a control word or an oracle's on it, it gives them vision temporarily. There's no point of hitting it. They don't know we're doing it. We're at 14 Dark Harvest stacks. My goodness. I prefer the new Dark Harvest. You're rewarded a lot more for actually getting stacks. Ooh, lag. I'm lagging out there. Almost DC'd. Dude, my inputs are like dropping. I'm pressing stuff and it's not doing it. Weird. I'm coming for you, Pantheon. I need to pick up this stupid buckler. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. I can't move! I can't move! CZ for 5 seconds. They got a shutdown on that too. I absolutely hate the idea of going Sterix. So I'm not going to. Or I'm going Randuins. I think Sterix would be better with tenacity on it. Certainly would have kept me alive. Does TF have Sork Shoes? He's not even Sork Shoes. Whatever, I'll just go Sterix. Sterix gives you every stat you want anyways. You would think Heartsteel would be OP on Pop because you can apply it with your ranged auto. It's just not. Heartsteel is weird on her. I think Heartsteel as an item is weak in general because it doesn't give enough stats. It's just health and health regeneration. It needs to give 15 ability haste or 10 ability haste. We'll pull these together. I wanted to smite them both, but I got wrecked there pretty hard. There, that was what I was trying to do. AoE smite since our jungle item's done. It's so weird that it does that, but it does. Blue jungle item lets us push more space. It's very valuable when we have oracles on because we can check way more bush. Blue jungle item is really the best jungle item. Very few characters where you should go anything but blue. Oh, I couldn't reach her. I was trying to smite her. She still had flash. Yeah, that sucks. It's a lot of damage. They already got shut down on me. It went to Twisted Fate of all people. One of their better players, I'd say. Man, dragging up in 1 minute 57. They're on the clock now. That's Soul. Hey TF. E auto Q. I don't want to R form. I don't think we have a kill on it. Dude, imagine if I could move. It's a crazy thing about TF stun is you can't outplay it very well. It's point and click. I'm behind him. Auto E Q R. There you go, buddy. Second part of Q guaranteed lands if you land R, because their hitbox is still from the start of the knockup, not any other part. Alright. I need to E out to a minion, but my AD carry is killing all the minions. I had an enemy minion I could jump to there. Cool. Dragging up in 50. I'm going to go fight Riven for a moment. I cannot quite afford Sterix, which is a bummer. I can go for my red buff, however, which is 5 red buffs. I miss the good old days when blue buff gave cooldown reduction. I think it's just mana. What is it? No, I think it is CDR. It's CDR and mana. It used to give some AP as well. Some increased ability power. They didn't like that because it gave mages a disproportionate advantage over champions like Zed and Talon. It wasn't very long that it gave AP for. It's probably only a season or two. Yeah, I'll just go for drag. These guys aren't really stepping up too much for this. Get her with an E, auto Q, auto R, auto Q again, auto, and down she goes. Oh, rip. That's Draxel. How big is the shield? It's 365 for us. That's decent. It's like an 800 gold item. Yeah, it's like a free giant spell. Front end of our health bar that recharges pretty quick. Plus, it shields interact just like health do with your armor magic resist. Zyrus had an 80 carry gap. This guy's delusional. This Zeri is marginally better than Jinx, if at all. That Giga can't bot. Get with an EQ auto. I can go pretty deep here. Boop! It doesn't let you apply Dark Harvest with Smite, which is really lame. That's stupid. Smite's damage. It should apply Dark Harvest. That's so stupid. I actually had to hit him. Boop. We're at 17 stacks. Boop. Oh, E auto Q. Down you go. Smite. She didn't get 300 gold. Pathetic. Oh no, no, don't do it. That did hurt though. Flash E feels good. TF's a lie, that's a little scary. Ow. They'd love to hit me. And that is GG's. We'll take it. Let's look at the graphs. Damage dealt, damage taken, and runes. Looking at damage dealt, we're the second most in the game behind Fed Zeri. Not bad. For damage taken, most in the game. For self-mitigated, I presume the most in the game. Something to keep in mind. Our team as a whole was doing more damage than the enemies. The enemies were dying frequently. And I was doing more damage than the enemies. I dealt the second most in the game. So for us to take the most and self-mitigate more than the enemies, which they were dying constantly, is very solid. For runes, high value. All in all, Poppy, Junghole, extremely underrated. People are obsessed with the new hip thing. They forget about the good old stuff. It is what it is. Run it with Eclipse, run it with Dark Harvest, you'll have a good time. If you guys enjoyed this Poppy Junghole video, let me know what champion you want to see next.